Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, our praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, Brakatham. Double honor shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone will continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims, a great millstone of like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach us well body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. Shalom to the sincere Aquats who are continuously learning in silence, as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. And also shalom to the true believers and subscribers of this true gospel, for this should be considered a true blessing from the higher power. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. Shalakia. So, another video, once again, regarding the third woe. And you got videos circulating on social media about these Jake travelers that are caught out there in the Middle East. They stuck there. They cannot come home right now because of this conflict. So the title for my lesson today, Abaratazar, is going to be Jakes, you're screwed. Okay? Simple. Jakes, you're screwed. Literally screwed. Because the way this conflict is escalating more and more by the hour and by the day, who knows if or when you're going to even come back to Babylon the Great. All right? And of course, it's biblical prophecies that are tied to what's going on right now. All right, so the title for this video you see on the screen, Black Travelers Speak Out, Trapped in Dubai During Iran Conflict. So several other Akims or brothers have touched on this same video that you see on the screen, and, you know, they put in their perspective, so now I'm going to do mine. Slack here, okay? So, not a long video, so I'm going to play it in its entirety, but before I do so, fair use of the 1976 Copyright Act. For this video, strictly for education and edification purposes only. I'm not making a dime off this video, you heard? So play this video in its entirety and then pull up some very powerful precepts to support why these Jakes are in the situation that they're in right now. You heard? So let's go.
We've received so many emergency alerts. We've seen the missiles with our own 2 eyes.
Have you seen this? Black travelers are all over my feed right now because they are trapped in Dubai.
What's up, y'all? I'm trapped in Dubai. I came out here to celebrate my 30th birthday with one of my good friends, and everything just went.
Let's stop right here. You listen. Again, with the mirthing, all right? You want to celebrate your birthday. And I'm pretty sure you Jakes saw the news at one time or another about this conflict that took place starting around February 28th. All right? But y'all still wanted to go. Y'all still gotta go. Oh, for my birthday, you know, whatever, yada, yada. So guess what? Because of you guys not being circumspect according to the book of Ephesians 5:15, these are the results. Let's continue.
Laugh.
Now, some of these videos are funny. They may make you laugh because these creators, in some cases, are doing everything they can to stay calm.
Uh huh.
But then it
Yeah.
hits you. It's scary. They are trapped in Dubai, missiles flying overhead, and they cannot get home.
A lot of different countries are like taking care of their citizens, but unfortunately, we're from the US. We started this war, so
Now, Dubai has become a hotspot for many Black Americans, especially a lot of Black women, which I am learning because these travelers say they feel safe. They also feel welcome. They're treated better. In some cases, they may be treated right back here at home. So you have a
The real deal, mama, is that a lot of these Jake women, they going over to Dubai because they damn prostitutes. They harlots. They're looking for money. So they hook up with these damn Ishmaelites. And guess what? They go over there and they get disrespected, believe it or not. All right? There have been videos about these Jake women. They get out there and then they have to go through these rituals like getting defecated on, amongst other rituals. All right? And they do it. They're willfully doing that for the money. That's how disgusting a lot of our Jake women are now. Let's continue.
Black Americans in Dubai right now, and they are trapped. So what I did was I tracked down a woman from Chicago. Her name is Shekinah. She is still trapped in Dubai right now. She went there to celebrate her boyfriend's birthday. She gave me the play-by-play on what's happening right now, when the alerts came down, the missiles that they saw, and if she'll be able to go home soon. So right now you're at the hotel.
yeah.
What has this been like the last 24 hours or so?
There's been a lot of uncertainty. Like there's no really answers, or I can't get any answers from Emirates on like when I'll be able to get a flight out. Our hotel kind of let us know that we had to check out at the last minute. So everything is just uncertain.
What do you mean check out? So they're bombing the place and they said, you gotta go?
Yeah, so we actually spent the night last night in their bunker, which is their parking garage. And then our checkout, we were supposed to leave today. So our checkout time was 12 p.m. today. But due to them saying that they were having people come in to check into the rooms, we had to check out of our room.
So where are you right now? Which room? Did you get another room?
We got another room at a different hotel.
Okay, so take me back to when this all started. Like what you were doing, when the bombs started dropping. Describe everything for me.
So I'm here celebrating my boyfriend's golden 27th birthday. So I was actually going downstairs to have lunch with him and his friends. We're here with a group of people, and I heard something kind of go off, and everybody like looked in the sky, but everybody just continued to move as normal. We had lunch, and then we started kind of like inquiring about what was going on, and we saw some of the news. We weren't sure how much it was going to affect us, but over time, we just kept hearing more and more explosions. The big...
Like I said, you heard what she said. Oh, we saw the news, but we didn't know how much if this would affect us. So again, these Jakes, they watched the news. They were told about this conflict. But because of them being stiff-necked and rebellious and not taking heed, and being circumspect, again, these are the results. Now their asses are stuck over there.
Noises were getting like closer together. We tried to continue our day, go on all of the like sightseeing we wanted to see, but there was just a weird feeling in the air because there was explosions happening.
Did you see it?
We did see missiles like flying in the sky.
Okay, I've never seen a missile. What does that look like? And did you see it land? I mean, describe that all for me.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a shooting star. And one of our friends pointed it out. And for a second, you're kind of in shock. So we kind of just looked like, am I really looking at a missile falling out of the sky? And then, of course, our second instinct was just like, let's go. Like, we need to go and get to shelter. So Yeah.
And that's when you went to this underground bunker.
And that's actually when we went back to the hotel. We weren't given the shelter in place notification quite yet. So we just went back to the hotel. Everyone went to their rooms. Once our flight was canceled, that's when we all were like really trying to find more information. Then we ended up getting an emergency alert on our phone, kind of going off like an Amber Alert. So everyone's phone in the hotel was going off. And that's when they told us like missiles are coming your way.
Were you scared?
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
What was running through your mind?
You know, this reminded me of that rap joint that came out in the early 2000s by Outkast, Bombs Over Baghdad. Okay? So that's what they're experiencing right now. Let's continue.
What was running through my mind was to be as smart and effective as possible, as quickly as possible. Because there's 8 of us, it's very easy for a lot of things to get lost in translation. So I kind of just was like, where's the bunker? Let's get to the bunker now. No questions asked.
Were you thinking, I could die in this? Did that ever cross your mind?
It did, but I will say that my faith is so strong that I just didn't feel like it was my time. So I don't feel like I could die in this, but it's a very, very scary situation.
Did you see any damage?
We saw a lot of the damage via social media. So like we were trying to stay updated on the news and on Twitter, on X. So that's where we saw the damage. But we would like hear an explosion, see smoke, not see any damage, but then see it on X.
So you ended up down that bunker, and that's where I saw you. What was that? Was that just a garage?
It was just a parking garage, simply just a standard parking garage. The hotel said they had never dealt with anything like this before. So they started bringing us chairs and blankets and food and water and all of the things down to the parking garage.
You seem to be very, which is good. You're very balanced about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not too high, too low. You're just right there,
Yeah.
oh, this is going on. Has everything stopped?
We're still hearing small explosions. They're definitely not as bad as yesterday. So yeah, that's where we are now.
When you say not as bad as yesterday, did you hear was it a boom, 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 or would there be a time between each missile, or were they coming rapid fire?
Earlier in the day, there was time between each one. It was probably maybe an hour, something like that. But then as the day went on and it fell night, they were way closer together, boom, 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 right after each other.
Now, what do you want back home people to know?
I want back home people to pray for everyone that is with me. I want them to also look more into where they're going, I guess, before they go and current events, even though we can't expect all of that. And I want us to just be smarter about the people that we give control to.
Subscribe to Angela Gets Answers, because we talk to real people about real issues, not politicians. Black MAGA, women who think women shouldn't vote. We just wrapped up a series on doomsday preparers. Apparently this movement is growing in the black.
All right, so that was a quick video. So again, you Jakes are screwed. Okay? Because of course, I don't know if her and her clique finally made their way back to Babylon, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're still there. I really would not be surprised if they're still there at this time of this video production. Okay? So, hey, yo. When you Jakes, you 2/3 are not in that spiritual realm, these are the results, point blank. So let's go to some precepts for me to prove my point about a lot of you 2/3 Jakes. So we go to the book of Jeremiah 4:22, and it reads, "For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children." So what does that word sottish mean? It means stupid. They are stupid children, and they have none understanding. they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Woo! All right? So you heard what that chick said. Oh, pray for us. Well, listen, the book of Jeremiah, I believe it's 16th chapter or the 30th chapter, one of those chapters. And I'm just roughly paraphrasing. It says, pray not for these people. Pray not for these people because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is not going to hear your prayers. Roughly paraphrasing. All right? Because again, they watch the news. They watch the news. And instead of being more circumspect, they still want to go out and have fun. And the good times are over. All right? So we get to the book of Exodus 33 and 5, and it reads, For the Lord had said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Yasharallah, Ye are a stiff-necked people. Stiff-necked, rebellious, hard-headed. I will come up into the midst of thee in a moment and consume thee. And this is what's going on right now with these jakes, either going into the military or they mean stuck out there in the so-called Middle East or Asia, Western Asia. He's about to consume you guys for being stiff-necked. All right? Therefore now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do unto thee. Woo! Salakia. So this is why these things are happening to you, Jakes. And I'm sure you guys are like, why, Lord? Why are these things happening to me? Well, I'm telling you why. Myself and the other Akims or the other brothers, the other prophets, we're telling you why these things are happening with you guys. All right? Because it's biblical scripture. And this is one of my favorite precepts. I've said this in the past, so I'm going to read it again. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of them jakes that are stuck out there, they were probably warned by somebody. I think you should, hold out on this and see where it goes. I'm pretty sure they were warned and they were told, not to go, just, wait to see, how far this conflict will go. And they were probably like, nah, man, listen, I already paid my deposit and all right. So these are the results. I say it over and over again. So to finish the precept, it says, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of Yahweh, of thy Yahweh, I will also forget thy children. Woo! Because remember, one of the laws, and I keep saying this in the book of Ephesians 5 and 15, be ye circumspect. Walk wisely in being circumspect. I'm roughly paraphrasing. Because you people got to understand, there were originally 613 laws and commandments at the beginning. But then those laws were condensed down to 10 commandments. So you may be like, yo, what you talking about? How is it from 613 to 10? Well, you simply add 6 plus 1 is 7 and 7 plus 3 is 10. All right? Simple mathematics. All right? And Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Boom. Kaboom. All right? So this is going to be a fairly quick video, but it was definitely on point. You heard? So for you Jakes out there, you better really consider what's going on and start to make wiser decisions moving forward in these last days. You heard? So I'm going to close out this lesson. And as always, Abaratasa, Lord willing, Slakia, edification was brought forth. So with that being said, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, Barakatam, Kwam, Yasharal, Rise Israel, Salakia. And as always, Lord willing, Abaratasa, on to the next video. Shalom.